Hi students, this is Dr. Mohammad Khalil, Professor Microbiology from Deccan College Medical Sciences and Coordinator Medical Education Unit Cell. This topic has been designed to help out the undergraduate medical students who have been recently joining the medical colleges all over the India, and based on the competency based medical education where managerial skills of time management is the need of the hour. The objectives of the session would be to understand the basic concepts of time management, understand the principles of time management to overcome challenges in our daily life and routine, effective time management skills, and finally I would conclude with giving some carry-home messages. Having said that, what exactly is time management? It's basically how much time you utilize with what you have and look out to spend that time on a specific activity. So basically it's talking about the quality of the time being utilized rather than the quantity. Now, if you ask me why time management is very important, these days it's an indispensable skill for medical students, the importance of which is recently and currently emphasized in the curriculum of undergraduate as per the competency based medical education. And definitely you should be agreeing with me that improving time management practices may lead to decreased stress and strain, at another end increase productivity in your activities with improved well-being for your medical graduates, talking about the social or your surroundings. Just going through a small video, what happens if you're not able to manage your time properly, especially when you're preparing for your exams and during your semesters and all. So this is a small go through a questionnaire that has been displayed on the slide over here. I would like you to take a pen and a paper to give scoring as per what exactly would be your score on the following questions. So do question yourself and give 2 marks if it is always, 1 mark if it is sometimes, and 0 if it is never. Do I put my things in order of priority? Do I accomplish what needs to be done during the day? Do I always get my assignments done within time specified? Do I feel I should use my time effectively? Do I tackle difficult or unpleasant tasks without procrastinating? Do I force myself to make time for planning? Do I spend enough time planning? Do I prepare a daily, weekly to-do list? Do I prioritize my list in order of importance, not urgency? Am I able to meet deadlines without rushing at the last minute? I keep an up-to-date on my reading and homework assignments. Do I prevent interruptions from distracting me from high priority tasks? I avoid spending too much time on trivial matters. Moving ahead from here, do I spend enough time on academic matters? Do I plan time to relax and be with my friends in my weekly schedule? Do I have a weekly schedule on which I record fixed commitments such as classes and work hours? Do I try to do the most important tasks during my most energetic periods of the day? Do I make constructive use of my commuting time? Do I periodically reassess my activities in relation to my goals? Do I have discounted my any wasteful or unprofitable activities or routines? Do I screen and group my telephone calls to allow for control over telephone interruptions? Do I judge myself by accomplishment of tasks rather than by amount of activity or busyness? Do my actions are determined primarily by me, not by circumstances or by other people's priorities? I have a clear idea of what I want to accomplish during the coming semester. And last, am I satisfied with the way I use my time? So please start scoring, and 2 marks for always, 1 mark for sometimes, and 0 for never. And once you total or sum up, please see in which category do you fall after self-assessment. If you are within this category of 45 to 50 points, you have an excellent time management. Congratulations, and should use this guide as a reference. And if you fall in two categories, that is within 30 to 44 points, you manage your time fairly well, but you should use this guide to increase your skills. And 0 to 30 points, your time management skills should be improved. Definitely there is a scope, and do not panic for this. You can self-assess again when you are looking at the optimistic points of your behavior or attitude towards your improvement. Now, the most important thing these days students are occupied is the social media. As you can see, it might be the Twitter, Pinterest, or the Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and mobile gadgets, which are the latest, which we have very fancy about others handling them. Is this a big screen, or is it a touch screen, or Face ID, or what exactly is the latest model or not? So a lot of the people again complain, I don't have a time and I'm so busy. So at this, the solution for this, or the answer for this, is prioritize your work. My experience would be saying to the students that if you have a definite purpose with a goal, then it should make you restless to waste even a single minute reaching your goal. So let's look at this Eisenhower box, where it defines for you to look out what is most important and urgent at the same time, where it demands you to do and do it right now. At another extreme, you also have to look out the things which are not important and not urgent, which you have to eliminate it. Like might be watching television for long hours, or checking your social media with notifications, sorting out junk or the spam mails. So what is most important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important. So top 10 secrets for a student to successfully manage the time would be: select the best time of your schedule. It could be a morning hours, the early morning hours of the day, or might be the late hours of the day. So you have to decide as per your biological rhythm which would be the time that suits you to give your best shot. And very important point, to have your area, which is a work area, have to be very clean, organized, very quiet and lively, which might be a noise free or good ventilated area. You should have a habit of selecting one task to do at one time rather than being multitasking, which I really appreciate, but I'm afraid at the same time that it would be compromising the quality of the delivery in that multitasking. Time yourself using a clock for quick commitments. Yes, if you have a quick short term goals and all, time yourself with a alarm or a beep which tells you that it's the countdown has begun. Ignore everything else during the time. That means to say you have to be very focused and get rid of those diversions. And please beware that no breaks or interruptions should be permitted, with no notifications at all. Finally, before you summarize, it's very important that you summarize your what do you call your assignments that have been given. Just go through the review and preview, because once you hand over it, it's like basically you have committed and authorized it. Lastly, before waking up or getting from the seat, set your next goal with time frame, which is very, very important that you are prepared for what is next to come with. And last but not the least, please give yourself a reward when the mission is accomplished. So cast off or cut off those checklists which you have had an objectives and you have fulfilled them. Tips for successful time management. Yes, definitely you should have a very good planner where you can organize this time schedule as per your day, your weeks, month, or the yearly work from. Another important thing is just don't have them in mind. Try to put down the pen on the paper and note down. It could be on a good apps in the phone like reminders or to-do list or any dot do, or might be using the same old small notebook where you can just scribble up with your daily routine and make your appointments and to do your checklist. Another thing is your tasks should be time bound and it should be flexible. Don't need to worry as no one is able to judge or comment on your tasks which you have listed down or the day or weeks or month to go. Please try to add extra time to your planner to be very smart and not disappointed, because see the reason here I'm asking you to have an extra time might be in half an hour, 15 half an hour or 1 hour is because if you commit by say if you want to join your friend at day 7 o'clock for dinner, but if you have a goal or task that have to be completed and you're not able to reach, then you'll be failing in either completing your task and also able to not commit or disappoint your friend who's waiting for dinner at 7 o'clock. So like to have an extra time before you get committed, so not get disappointed either way. So as Michael Ashler said that bad news is time flies, it doesn't stop, but the good news is you are the pilot for it. Number two is the goal setting. The goals which you set should be very realistic. It should be very specific, not thinking in first day of your first year medical life that you would be a cardiothoracic surgeon or you would be doing an operation, something like that. So it will be very specific, it should be measurable, should be attainable, relevant, that means to say very valid and reliable, and it should be time bound as I said. Another thing is please have this habit of saying no when it really situation demands it, so that when your goals don't align with your decisions, especially at these scenarios, you should have this habit of cultivating to say no, and that's okay. And pick up things that make you energizes, catalyst and motivates towards your goal. Yes, you might be having a kickstart or what you call a thing that sparks you to take up a good start from where to reach your goal and all. So please try to look at those aspects of might be a good ambience or good odor in your room, or might be good a talk or a good movie or a good music or you have look out, or some good thoughts you might have just recollected your school age and all. So please to look at those things which you can recollect and just motivates you to just go back and makes you sit focus and try to reach the goal. Things are, yeah, very important point is try to use your free time very wisely, because this is the time where it's your time, and after a very busy schedule you have taken out this time. So it's very important that you begin with keeping the end in the mind for this extra time. Like you should have a good hygienic food, especially when we are talking about the lunch or the dinner breaks, where this is the time where you unwind yourself and relax. Have a good talk with your friends, families, or your time for your patients and all. Spending time with colleagues is very important. Yeah, they do need you, you also need them retrospectively, and it should be a healthy discussion among your friends. And yeah, definitely I would not say that don't go for shopping and don't have extracurricular activities. Medical might be students from medical graduate background or law or any activities of graduation and possession. Definitely sports and cultural play a very important role, which acts like a stress busters for them to rejuvenate and come back to their routine academic schedule. So please do shopping, please do have a lot of extracurricular activities during that extra time which you have taken out of the busy schedule, uh, which motivates and excites your mental and spiritual health. Last, again, avoid procrastination or saying that it cannot be done, I can't do, I'm not the person for this, or postponement. To conclude my talk, I would definitely give you a carry message like to leave a mark, to stand apart, or to make a difference in this world, one has to avail the opportunity of proper utilization and manage the same time which is given to almost all the people, and it's equal to all of them. So please do press the refresh button to make your life, an inspiring one to live lively. So as the quote says, you can't go back and change the beginning, but yes, you can start where you are and change the ending. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much.